There's an invisible ceiling on how many humans your brain will ever let you truly know, and no app, no group chat, no growing contact list will ever raise it. Right now, you probably have thousands of connections. Your actual number is much, much smaller, and it's been fixed since before you were born. Think about scrolling through your phone contacts and hitting a name you genuinely cannot place. No photo memory, no context, just a stranger's name sitting in your phone like a fossil. Or that person you added at a wedding, hit it off with for one electric night of conversation, followed each other online with real enthusiasm, and then never spoke to again. Not a fight, not a falling out, just silence. Or the fact that you might have 500 Facebook friends, 200 Instagram followers, and a LinkedIn network in the thousands, but only 3 people you'd actually call at 2 a.m. if something in your life fell apart. That gap between who you're connected to and who you actually know is called the Dunbar Number, identified by British anthropologist Robin Dunbar in the early 1990s. In the 1950s, researchers studying Hutterite religious colonies across North America noticed something strange. Every time a colony's population crept past roughly 150 people, it split, not from a fight over land, not from a food shortage, just a slow, quiet breakdown in cooperation, as if the group had stopped feeling like everyone knows everyone. People stopped volunteering for shared chores. Gossip networks fractured into smaller cliques, so the colonies would divide into 2 fresh communities of about 150 each, and this happened again and again, generation after generation, almost like clockwork. Decades later, W.L. Gore, the company behind Gore-Tex, noticed the exact same pattern on its own factory floors in the 1980s. Once a single facility crossed around 150 employees, founder Bill Gore would simply build an entirely new building with its own parking lot. Because past that number, cliques formed, communication frayed, people stopped saying hello in the hallway, and coworkers started treating each other like strangers instead of teammates. Have you ever walked into a company all hands with a couple hundred people and realized you couldn't name half the room, even though you technically work with every single one of them? Then in 2003, Dunbar teamed up with researcher Russell Hill and tried something almost embarrassingly simple. They collected people's Christmas card lists and counted every single person represented, including everyone in each recipient's household, not just the name on the envelope. The average number of people covered by one person's entire card list across all those different families: 153. 5. Not a round number, not a guess, not something anyone was consciously aiming for, a hard ceiling that kept resurfacing across completely different households, incomes, and lifestyles. Have you ever tried building a wedding guest list and been stunned that you could only genuinely justify around 120 to 150 people you consider yours? Even though you technically know thousands of names, faces, coworkers, and usernames. You start cutting people you like, people you've laughed with, and somehow the list still keeps landing near that same number. Here's the why. Dunbar's real breakthrough wasn't the Christmas cards. It was comparing brain size across dozens of primate species and finding something remarkably consistent. The bigger a primate's neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for complex thought and social reasoning, the bigger the social group it could reliably track without the group falling apart. Tracking a relationship isn't just remembering a face. It's remembering who owes you a favor, who backstabbed whom last winter, who's trustworthy when things get dangerous, and who's secretly connected to who. That's extraordinarily expensive cognitive real estate to maintain for every single person you know. For most of human history, we lived in roaming bands of roughly 100 to 150 people, and that number wasn't arbitrary. It was the maximum group size where you could still track reputations well enough to know exactly who'd have your back in a crisis and who might quietly stab you in it. Fewer people, and you didn't have enough hands for hunting, defense, or raising children collectively. More people, and you lost the ability to track betrayal and loyalty in real time, and the group became genuinely unsafe to rely on. Your neocortex never got a software update for the internet age. It still runs the exact same 150-person operating system it ran 50,000 years ago on the savannah, which is why having 3,000 followers, a full inbox, and constant notifications can somehow still leave you feeling completely alone. So here's the practical version. Instead of feeling guilty about all the connections you're supposedly failing to maintain, run a 2-second gut check on anyone you're stressing about staying close to. If I vanished for a month, would this person actually notice? And would I genuinely call them to help me move apartments at 8 a.m. on a Saturday? If yes, they are in your real 150, and they deserve actual time, actual phone calls, not just a like on their story. If no, they're living in your outer rings, the 500 acquaintances, the 500 vaguely recognizable faces. And that's not a personal failure, that's just what human brains are built to do. You were never wired to deeply hold thousands of people at once. Nobody in the history of our species ever was, not even the most socially gifted person you know. So tell me, think of one relationship that used to be inner circle, someone who used to be firmly inside your real 150 and quietly slid out into just a name on a screen you occasionally like a photo from. What happened between you two? Was it distance, a fight, a slow fade nobody noticed until it was already done? Drop the story below. I genuinely want to hear it.